Hi there! Welcome to this video where we'll walk through the implementation of project.py and testproject.py. Let's get started. In project.py, we've implemented several classes to handle different aspects of our project. Let's start with the user class. This class is responsible for storing the user's passport information. When a new user object is created, it initializes with several attributes: first name, middle name, last name, passport number, country of origin, criminal record, and last visit to the Netherlands. These attributes are essential for our validation and processing logic. Next, we have the validator class. This class contains static methods for validating the user's input. The first method, validateName, checks if the input name contains only alphabetic characters. If we allow spaces, it splits the name into parts and validates each part separately. This ensures that names with multiple words, such as van der Berg, are handled correctly. The second method, validateDate, uses a regular expression to validate the date format in days, months, years. It then checks if the date is valid using Python's datetime module. This method is crucial for ensuring that the date provided by the user is in the correct format and is a valid date. Now let's look at the passport file handler class. This class handles all file operations related to our CSV file. The initializeCSV method checks if the CSV file exists. If it doesn't, this method creates the file with the correct header. This ensures that our CSV file is always ready for data entry. The addUser method appends a new user's information to the CSV file. This method is called when a new user, who is not already in the file, is processed. The checkUser method reads the CSV file to check if a user already exists. It compares the user's information with the entries in the file and returns their status based on the criminal record. If the user is found and has a criminal record, the method returns a specific message. If the user is found and has no criminal record, the method returns a message welcoming them to the Netherlands, with a small chance of further checks. If the user is not found, the method returns none, indicating that the user is not in the file. Finally, we have the passport checker class, which encapsulates the main program logic. This class interacts with the user, validates input, creates a user object, checks the user against the CSV file, and adds new users if necessary. When we run this class, it starts by printing an initial message to the user, informing them of the importance of providing complete and truthful answers. It then prompts the user for their information: first name, middle name, last name, passport number, country of origin, criminal record, and last visit to the Netherlands. The input is validated using the validator class. If any input is invalid, the program prints an error message and exits. A user object is created with the provided information. The user's information is checked against the CSV file using the passport file handler class. If the user is not found, their information is added to the CSV file. Based on the user's criminal record, the program prints a message either welcoming them to the Netherlands or asking them to come for further checks. Additionally, users without a criminal record have a small chance of being selected for further checks randomly. When we run the passport checker class, the program interacts with the user step by step, validating their information and making decisions based on the data. For example, if the user has a criminal record, they are asked to come for further checks. If they have no criminal record, they are welcome to the Netherlands. Additionally, in 5% of the cases, users without a criminal record are randomly picked for further checks. Now let's move on to testproject.py, where we test our code using PyTest. The testValidateName function tests the name validation method with various inputs. It verifies that the method correctly identifies valid and invalid names, including names with spaces. The testValidateDate function tests the input of dates to the required format. The testCheckUser function tests the user check method using mock data. It simulates the CSV file content and verifies the behavior of the checkUser function. This function ensures that the method correctly identifies existing users and returns the appropriate status based on their criminal record. The testAddUser function tests the addUser method using mock file operations. This function ensures that the method correctly appends new users' information to the CSV file without errors. And that's a wrap. We've successfully walked through our project.py and testproject.py files. Thank you for watching.